welcome to Gemstone Tarot. I don't know where I am, the camera's not quite pointing at me. Many other things. Also, yeah, Monday the 19th of January 2026, and we are drilling adjacent. So a couple of things going on. We have a road being dug up, obviously, a very busy road that's kind of near the house. And so there's a bit of going on there. But then we also have some scaffolding on a house up the road as well. So that's like more of a localised type thing. Okay, possibly with some banter as well going on. I like a bit of banter. Hopefully no one's going to drop off a ladder like they did a few months ago. Do you remember that? That was a good impression. I know. Do you remember when someone dropped off the ladder? We were talking about dropping off ladders, weren't we? And then someone dropped off a ladder. Okay, Moon is in Aquarius. Very, very nice. And the Sun enters Aquarius tomorrow. Hello to all my lovely Aquarians. You bunch of lovely weirdos. I love Aquarians. Got my Venus in Aquarius. Always eccentric. Was just actually speaking to my lovely, lovely, lovely Aquarius friend. So easy. Today we are doing... God, that's not easy, is it? I can't get to grips with the Sun because it moves around according to the season. And honestly, I haven't seen it in so long. And let me just get that towel off the radiator. Oh my God, look at this towel. I don't know about you, but I don't use fabric conditioner on towels. This could cut you. Okay. It's like trying to fold it. Bloody hell. Right, let's put that somewhere. Let's put it there because that's a clean towel. Let's try that again. That's still not good, is it? Let's cover up the Sun a little bit. It seems like a real shame, but there we are. See, now we're good. Fairy Tale Tarot. And of course there's the Seven of Swords on the cover, because the Seven of Swords is always the best. And then on the back, the Knight of Cups. This deck is freaking gorgeous. I bought it a long time ago. I think it's now very expensive, like some of them are. So, I try and treat it carefully. But you know me, I'm a bit messy. Okay, so you normally get like an individual fairy tale and then you have to refer to the book, which is also now really, really expensive just to get the book. Like a fine wine. Putting my readers on. How are you all doing as we crack open another week? Will it bob to the surface? Will it sink to the floor? Okay. Let's select ourselves a fairy tale, and it feels very much... Oh, we've got two. Ooh! We've got two kings. And some of these are really obscure fairy tales. We've got the King of Cups, who came up a lot in the January readings as well. And we have the King of Coins, who also came up quite a bit in the January readings, so that's interesting. We'll start with King Cormac's Cup. King Cormac's Cup. God only knows how she outlines it in here. Are we talking... Oh, okay. That makes complete sense, actually. Queen of Cups. It's a traditional Celtic tale for a start. Let's see. King Cormac Mac Art. That's like Snoop Doggy Dog, isn't it? King Cormac Mac Art. You call me Mac, Cormac Macart. King Cormac Macart. We're going to start rapping. No, we're not, Gemma. No, we're not. Don't do it. Middle-aged woman rapping alert. Suck on that. Okay. Lorry driver Gemma goes away. King Cormac Macart was a good man, but a gullible king. That's because he's the King of Cups. King of Cups is a bit wishy-washy. And also a bit negligent, who let his learned men behave slackly. So he did not run a tight ship, okay? So his people tended to tell fibs and lies, and they also became light-minded and impressed by novelty rather than real actual learning. One day in May, he was standing looking over the ramparts of Tara, which I assume is a kingdom, when he saw a man dressed like a juggler. So we have... Do we have... Oh, yes, look. I think... Is that the man dressed as a juggler? Yeah, because he's kind of got purple tights on and stuff. Yes. The man saluted the king and took out from his bag a silver branch with golden apples. He held it and shook it. We know we've got apples here, people, so we already know something's up. The golden apples made a peal of such music, because remember Orpheus is the King of Cups in the mythic tarot. So King of Cups likes music, poetry, all of that good stuff. And he really, really wanted them and asked the juggler anything he wanted in exchange. And the juggler says, I'll ask for 3 things. Now that is a red card anyway. A red flag, sorry, I've been watching football. Anyone when they start saying 3 wishes, 3 this, you know you're onto something bad. So, the first of them, I'll ask you when you see me again. Then he goes off. King took the branch, the bell branch, and when he shook it, everyone who heard it was happy and well. But by May Day the juggler came, and the first of his demand was Ialbe, the king's fair young daughter. King Cormac sent for Ialbe with a heavy heart, and the juggler put his cloak around her and they vanished. May Day came again, the same thing happened, only the juggler demanded the king's son. Oh gosh. These are high demands. This is not, I want you to give me a bowl of M&Ms and I want the, you know, the brown ones divided from the blue ones or whatever. Now Cormac had lost 2 of his children, but he shook the magic branch and the enchantment of the music made him forget. This is like Orpheus as well. I hope I'm saying that right. He asked for Eithne, King Cormac's wife. There's a full set here. Again the juggler took her, but this time the king did not try and make himself forget, but instead set off in pursuit. He came to a small space of dwellings around which 9 hazel trees grew. Beneath it was a well of clear water in which were 5 salmon. Gosh. The lord of the palace invited King Cormac to sit down and eat a roasted pig with him, and also asked him to tell a true tale. So the king told of the juggler and his wife and children. The lord then in return told Cormac tales of the magic of the place they were in, and said, you now know what kind of a land you're in. It is the land of wonders, said Cormac. It is Tir Tengaia, the land of promise, said the lord of the palace. And they sat to eat as many others came in, and lo and behold, Cormac's family was among them. Everybody drank from a golden cup, and Cormac, looking at the lord of the palace, realised he was in fact the juggler himself. Tell me the meaning of this, he said, and the lord told him that the well in which the salmon lived were the well of wisdom, from which the true people of learning drank, and the endlessly thatched roof represents useful arguments that misguided men of law indulged him in. He said that from now on Cormac would recognise the difference. Then the Lord revealed that he was Lord of the Ocean, Warden of Ireland, Mananan Maclea. He held in his hands the golden cup, and told Cormac that if a falsehood was told over the cup, it would break into pieces, and if a truth was told, it would become whole again. Mananan placed it in Cormac's hand. You will give me the silver branch with the golden apples on for this, he said. In Mananan's chariot, Cormac, his wife, his son and daughter all drove home. Cormac learned to manage his men of law, and he also learned, with the help of the golden cup, to tell the difference between truth and lies. Everything prospered, but when King Cormac died, it disappeared, and its like has not been seen in Ireland until this day. Woo! Okay, I'm going to do the King of Coins tomorrow because my voice is not brilliant at the moment, so I'm going to split it. But this is about whether we're lying to ourselves or not. And it's probably the most difficult question we can ever ask ourselves. because we become judge, jury and witness of our own sort of trial. So be gentle with yourself about this, but do ask yourself, are you in any way gaslighting yourself about something? We all do it, and sometimes it's worth it because you need to like hit pause on real life and just think la 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 and then pick it up later. But knowing that you're doing that is a good thing. Okay, so that for me is the moral of the story. And I'll see you tomorrow with the other one, King of Coins. Namaste.